truth.
Whoa. So we're out here in Nashville, Tennessee at the Parthenon.
When this world was still young, long before man or beast roamed these lands,
I created them.
So the goddess Athena, this thing is like 40 foot tall, $30,000 of gold or something like that. And that's right here in Nashville. Now, there's a prophecy written by Ellen White where she had a vision.
While I was in Nashville, a scene was opened up before me. It was the night before the Sabbath. That is when that scene was presented. I looked out of the window, and there was an immense ball of fire that had come from heaven, and it fell where they were casting buildings with pillars. Especially the pillars were presented to me. And it seemed as if the ball came right to the building and crushed it, and they saw that it was branching out, enlarging, and they began to cry and mourn and wring their hands. And I thought some of our people stood by there saying, well, it is just what we have been expecting. It is just what we have been talking about. It is just what we have been talking about. You knew it, said some of the people. You knew it and never told us about it.
And that was just like part of what's going to come in the last days, that many cities are going to be destroyed by fire from heaven.
Just behind me here in Atlanta, a fireball lit up the skyline, not just in Georgia, but also nearby states such as South Carolina, North Carolina, and even Tennessee.
People in South Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia were startled Thursday when they saw what looked like a fireball streak across the sky before creating a sonic boom.
And so, you know, it's an interesting thing to see this in real life and know that prophecy didn't come out until like 10 years ago, but it recently came out. It wasn't really in the great controversy. Like, it mentioned it was a city, but didn't mention the city by name. And then later the Ellen White estate released what the city that was. And so it's kind of a big deal to talk about this. I don't think a lot of people want to because it sounds crazy, but can you blame God? Every tile has a symbol of the sun. I mean, look, this is huge. This is a false idol right here, 40 foot tall.
And she's holding the goddess Nike in her hand up there.
As well as serpents.
A huge serpent right there.
And on her belt is serpents, and on her shield.
On her arms, each bracelet is a serpent as well. We have noticed on Athena's shield here, there is a face as well. It's one that is implanted into her chest, I believe, also. But if you'll see this guy right there, we've noticed the tongue. The tongue is sticking out, and if you guys have ever seen What's with the Tongue, that little I put out, I made that. And there's a verse here that accompanies it. It says, "Against whom do you sport yourselves? Against whom make ye a wide mouth and draw out the tongue? Are you not children of transgression, a seed of falsehood?" Isaiah 57, verse 4. Yeah, there's a lot of gods. She's not the only one here.
Oh yeah, they're all over. On the outside, there's Hermes and Zeus and all those guys. So here's the Greek Parthenon with the goddess Athena in there. And look, right across the way is the Colosseum, where you can play football or whatever sport in honor of the god right here, the goddess So here's the Parthenon right here, and as you can see, the First Bank Stadium is right here across the way, directly in front of it. And we did an episode on the Olympics and how if you go to Olympics.com, they will tell you that the Olympics were formed in honor of Zeus. It was a religious ritual to Zeus. And then I started looking around even more. Why would fireballs come down and hit this area? Well, here's this stadium that we know they're games to Zeus. Here's the Parthenon with Athena in there. Here's the Parthenon Towers. Directly behind the Parthenon, Taylor Swift bench. She is a witch. She's the richest woman in the music industry. She's definitely wicked. Rothschild College. Rothschild, if you haven't looked into this stuff, look into the Rothschild, the Bilderbergs. I'm trying to find some. Everywhere I kept seeing these fraternal organizations. Let me see if I can find some. Kappa Alpha Order, Kappa Delta, Alpha Epsilon Pi, Beta Theta Pi, Phi Delta Theta. I mean, they are everywhere. NPHC fraternities, insane. I'm not shocked at all that this place is going to get hit by fireballs when right here in this one screenshot you see Taylor Swift, Parthenon, Coliseum, Rothschild College. This is pretty mind-blowing, guys. So if God was going to bring destruction anywhere, I'm not surprised that it would be here, honestly.